So yesterday I basically posted this on the Substack and basically did a stream kind of like begging saying, "Guys, can we please see the value in infiltrating their trainings? Can we just see the value in that and support it?" And I put out an ultimatum and I said to you, I truly believe that exposing what is going on in these trainings and also in the schools, but like the schools, the trainings lead to the schools because the trainings that I look at, not all of them, but a lot of the trainings that I look at are professional development trainings specifically targeted for teachers and educators, because if we know what the teachers are being trained in and this information is readily available. If we know what the teachers are being trained in, then we know what is going on in the school districts. We know what they're investing their money in, and we know what's going to show up in the classroom. And so, getting into these trainings and watching what they're doing and breaking it down, I truly believe is one of the most valuable things I can be spending my time on, and the school stuff as well. The problem is that it is not valued in the culture war at large. It is not valued at all by the conservative right, and the reason that I know it isn't valued is because A, they refuse to cover it. They cover nonsense that means nothing instead. B, they focus on outcomes of the problem, not the cause of the problem. I am focusing on the cause of the problem, not the outcome. They're focusing on the outcome of the problem, not the cause. And so they just don't see the value in understanding the cause of the problem because they don't understand that they're focusing on the outcome rather than the cause. And so I have been in this position of feeling as though the work I'm doing is not valued because it's not. It's not by the majority of the people that are in this space. I still believe that I can find enough people to value this work to make it worthwhile. But the challenge that I laid out yesterday and that I'm committed to is that I need 200 more monthly supporters, or annual, I guess, on the Substack in about a month to make it worthwhile for me to infiltrate a couple of really big conferences that are coming up. There are several over the course of like the rest of the year that I want to go into, and we're not talking about a one-off Zoom presentation. We're not talking about a one out like I've done Spy Stream for a while now. I know I can easily infiltrate a 1 hour like Zoom training and show you what's going on. We're graduating now. We're not just infiltrating one training. We're looking at entire effing events, attending them, documenting them in person and virtually, showing you what's going on. Because if I can show you guys what's going on, then we know what's going to go into the schools. We know what's going to go in front of your kids. We know we have the entire like chain of events leading up to the indoctrination of your kids. It is the cause of the problem. It is not the symptom of the problem. It is the cause of the problem. Okay? Where I have done a bad job, I think, or maybe not a bad job, but maybe I could do this better, is instead of focusing on the challenges that I'm getting with the conservative right smearing me and undermining every single thing that I try to do and have done for 2 years, what I need to do a better job of is in explaining to people why this content matters. And that's something that I'm going to work on and that I'm going to do better. But the ultimatum that I laid down yesterday still stands. And guys, if you want to support the work I'm doing, you can become a paying supporter over on my Substack, carlin.substack.com. And you can go to subscribe. It's $5 a month. It's $50 a year. We got 25 new people to sign up yesterday. That's phenomenal. And all of the money that is being raised by this, by the way, I reinvest pretty much I do basically like three things. I do this, I knit mostly while I'm doing this, and occasionally I eat. Occasionally, I'm gonna go make a burrito later. It's gonna be great. But those are basically the 3 things I do, and so money that I make off of this stuff is almost always reinvested back into it, to try to build more content, to try to get you guys more things, to do the infiltrations because they do cost money to do. We have to get registrations. If we're doing stuff in person, we have plane tickets, we have hotels, stuff like that. So I want people to know that, like, when you sign up to support it, you're not only funding it, but you're also basically showing me that this work is valuable and that you want it, because that's been the sticking point for me is like, if, like, I don't mind doing this stuff, and by the way, anyone can do this. Like, you guys don't actually have to wait for me to do it, to be perfectly honest. Like, anyone can do. I am not a magical and special snowflake. I figured this out through trial and error, and I use public information in order to do it. Anyone can do it. You don't have to wait for me. But if you want me doing it, then I need to know that people value it, because this is a me thing, and there is nothing that I hate more in the world than wasting my time. Even if I think I'm doing something good, even if I think I'm doing something productive, there is nothing I hate more in the world than wasting my time. And for a while now, I have felt like I've been wasting my time because the content that I've been creating, that is, in my opinion, the most important content that I create, also performs the worst. And it's not getting out there and it's not getting covered because conservative media does not value what I'm doing. And so it's like it's performing the worst, it's not getting coverage. I can justify a lack of performance if it was at least getting in front of parents and people were reporting on it, but they refuse to do it because of their own ineptitude, and we're going to talk about that. Beth, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. But so if you want to help me out, make sure you're a paying supporter on the Substack. Thank you to the 25 people who signed up yesterday. That's awesome, and I really do appreciate it. And I promise to be a good steward of your contributions and provide you the best Unwoke content on the internet as a result.